if you go to a lot of these events and it's oversaturated, like you're going and you're meeting these people, but like what genuine connection are you building if you like don't have the same interests as them? Because I can go to like a real estate event with other real estate agents, but what am I gonna sit there and talk about with them? Oh, this market is, that's gonna be our whole conversation? No, I'm not going. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Walk to Wealth podcast.
If you're tuning in on YouTube or any of the podcast directories, make sure to do us one teeny tiny little favor
and hit that follow button so you don't miss any of the amazing guests that John is bringing on in the future.
And without further ado, let's get right into this one. So the last episode we did, this is part 2, we talked about people being more willing to put money into bets on sports and other dumb stuff and not putting their money on themselves. And we ended up talking about networking events. We're like, F it, why not just talk about networking events, what to do and what to go. Like we're talking about like going to conferences specifically. Like people don't invest in going to conferences. People don't invest in going to events. We just end up talking about networking events. And so whether you're networking at a networking event or networking at a business conference or entrepreneur conference or personal development, whatever it may be, a workshop, a summit, you name it, whatever it may be, there's some things that we've learned along the way. Now, I'm not saying these are the only ways to network. These are just how me and Darren network, and we don't have anything planned, so we're just gonna give you raw game as to like what we go into it. So let's start off by talking like, you hear a networking event is coming on. What goes into your mind to decide whether or not you should even show up to the event? Like, what's going through your mind?
So what goes through my mind originally is...
Like, what's your filter process like to see, yes, I'm going, or no, I'm not going?
So first it would have to be like, you know, is this a topic I'm interested in? That is just basically like, if it were real estate wise, I would like, if I was a real estate agent, I would go to like an investor meetup. You know, not to, I don't want to be somewhere where other real estate agents are going to be. I want to go somewhere where basically that something that interests me, but like that other realtors are like, not a lot of realtors are going to be at. Because if you go to a lot of these events and it's oversaturated, like, you know, like you're going and you're meeting these people, but like what genuine connection are you building if you like don't have the same interests as them? Because I can go to like a real estate event with other real estate agents, like, but what am I going to sit there and talk about with them? Oh, this market is, that's going to be our whole conversation? No, I'm not going. Second thing I look for is to see if it's held by, if I can go with somebody, I'll say that's the second one. If I could get someone to go with me, because, you know, we all get nervous to go to events by ourselves, but if you have someone there to be with you, even if you're not, you know, sticking with that person through the whole event, that kind of, like, you always know you have that safety net there. And third is, more than likely, like, what's the purpose of the event? Like, majority of events that I go to are John's events, and they all have a purpose. Whether that be like his 100th podcast episode, he packed out the room for that. His birthday networking event, packed out signing the will for that. So I already knew that there was gonna be like
that John up, bro.
Yeah, I already know there's gonna be like a lot of people there when John throws an event. So that's always like, that's typically my criteria, other than like, you know, the usual, bro. Like,
yeah. No, for me, when I'm thinking about events, my first and probably only question is who the host. That's probably like my only question. I'm thinking about going to an event. Who the host? Who putting this together? Is it someone I know? If not, then if someone that I know can vouch for that person. The reason being is because the event tend to fill it up with people that align with the host.
Yep.
Right? Because the host is usually the person, depending on if the host, how big the person is. Like, I'm the one, for the most part, throwing all my events. Yeah, I have help. Like, shout out to my good friend M for helping out with a lot of my events. But for the most, I'm hosting the event, right? So it's like, a lot of people that align with me are going to be at my events. So if you align with me, then you know that you're probably going to find other people at the event that align with me. So I'm thinking about going to an event. It's like, all right, who's the host? Because like, if I don't know them, I don't know what kind of person they are. And I may be going into a room filled with a bunch of people that I don't align with.
Yeah.
Because if I don't align with the host, yes, I could find other people there. Like, not everyone is just freaking bots that follow suit and you feel me, follow online. Like, just because someone thinks one thing, right, and they're the host, doesn't mean everyone going to the event thinks the exact same thing.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, unless you're going to like a big conference style event, and those are different. You're gonna get people from everywhere. But if you're going to like a local event, like a local workshop, local networking event, usually a lot of the times the people in attendance are people that know the host, and so it's like that's a good indicator for like, all right, should I go to this event or not? Am I gonna find people that I'm aligned with or not? And then if it's like a bigger conference overall, it's like back to what you said. Yeah, what's the topic? Is that going to apply to my business in this current season? And hard emphasis in this current season. Like I need to learn about scaling, but not right now. Right? I'm not at a point where like I need to worry about hiring and managing and leadership. Eventually, yes, you need that to grow a business, but that's not the season I'm in right now. You can get super caught away as a business owner, and me included, so I'm speaking from like, yo, I was that information junkie. Like, I'm learning all these different topics on business and marketing, and like, I haven't even reached the stage of where I could even actually apply that in my business. So it's like, that'll probably be the second thing is like, what is the topic? Does it pertain to me in this current season of life and business that I'm in? And for the most part, that's pretty much it. Like, that's what I'm thinking about when I decide whether or not I should go to an event. If it's a friend, I'm most likely just going to go regardless of the topic, honestly, just to show love and support. Because those friends are going to pull up to my joints and help me pack out the room. They're going to help me promote. They're going to help bring a friend and spread the word.
So, okay, you say that, all right? I have a question for you. Because earlier in the year, John invited me to go to a conference. It was held by Gold Bar.
Yeah.
So
I think was that
the Gold Bar? It was a whole bunch of like it had a big panel of like a whole bunch of real estate agents on there. What made you go to that?
What big panel?
It was Ryan Serhant. I think Altman was there. One of the big ladies from EXP was there as well.
Yeah. Gold Bar, Gold Bar. This is February 29th. I remember. Honestly, main reason I went. And by main, I mean only reason I went is my ticket got paid for. So, like, I went only because my ticket got paid for. And the person that paid for it is someone that I wanted to meet anyways. I was going to connect with them and collaborate with them. I actually ended up teaching shout out to Veronica Figueroa. So, her team pretty much paid for it. And then I taught a class for them, an AI workshop for an hour.
Word.
It was like 45 minutes, but we collaborated, so it was like they were coming up. They're from down south. They're in Florida, and so they were coming up. Veronica was one of the. She was hosting a panel.
Oh, gotcha.
And so she was speaking at the event, and I wanted to meet and connect with them anyways, because I killed two birds with one stone. And they offered, so I was like, I wasn't planning on attending. So when they offered, I was like, yeah, of course. I wanted to collab with them anyways, because they heard me. Well, they heard me speak at an event in Jersey back in November of 2023.
Yep.
And then we lost touch, and then we ended up reconnecting, hit it off, and then shout out to them for getting that hooked together. And it was a dope event. They actually got me into VIP, which was
nice.
dope. So like I got the high seats, right? Because it was like theater seating, so it's like the main level seating, and then there was like the VIPs on the side with the high level, like the bird's eye view looking down onto the center stage.
Nice.
So that was dope. So that's why I went to that one.
Got you.
But yeah.
And that would you consider that a networking event, or is that more a conference?
That was more like a one-day conference.
Gotcha.
They had networking, but it was more so like a one-day conference with a bunch of speakers all speaking on how to grow a real estate business, a bunch of successful people. I didn't really do too much networking at that event, but I met a few people. And now, really, I don't really try to go to too many real estate events. But yeah, so there's that. So once we filter out events and we decide that we're going, right? What is also too? I'm not gonna lie, price be a factor. If I don't know you, I'm like, man, $35, man.
Yeah, nah. Because if you're gonna charge somebody to come to your event and you're charging $100, and then you're gonna say, oh, this is the biggest event in New York City. No, absolutely not. I could go to the biggest event in New York City for $40. Somebody who says the exact same thing as you and on the exact same topic. Absolutely not. I will not spend more than I think like around like $100 to $125. I will definitely not go to your
event. This is for like a local networking event, not like a conference. For a conference,
I'll spend that money because you're gonna get more value. But like if it's a local networking event and you're talking about best networking event in Norwalk CT for $150. No.
Like, no, yeah. Word to me, bro. People be talking sometimes. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going, bro. Like, word to me, I'm not going. And it's not even about like, because we just literally spent all this, you know, we talking mad junk in the last episode. Right, in part 1 about people not putting their money in where their mouth is, investing in themselves.
So, yeah.
But like, I don't know you, bro. Like
yeah, no, like $100. I don't like.
I'm not paying.
I'll drop a quick $100 to go to John event because I know John event gotta have good stuff and good people there. But like Joe Schmo from down the road, who's let me see, who trades stocks.
All right, is there some mortgages under or something? Whatever.
Like, okay, I got interest in some stocks. But
like not $100 of interest, feel me?
Like not 150, bro. I could take that 150 and probably like go
to 5 of my events, bro. I
can go like 5 of his events, take him out to lunch and record some content, bro, and still got some money left over.
Yeah, now people be tight sometimes. That's the last factor. Right? I just want to throw that in there. I do look at the price, like usually for an event, if it's under $30 and I'm getting a drink and apps. Like I'm chilling, right? If it's over $30, you dragging, bro. Like what you taxing for, bro? Like who gonna be at the event for real, bro? And this is like assuming I don't know you. If it's one of my boys, like I'm gonna support regardless. But yeah. So now we both decided we're going to the event. All right, stage 2. What's going into your mind as you're like leading up to the event? Like, do you do any prep going into the event at all? I know some people like they be trying to look at the list to see who all are there and do homework in advance. Are you looking through the list of like what are you doing going to an event?
So whenever I do go to an event, I try to we always talk about me and John, or John probably always talks about you want to be authentic when you go somewhere. Authentic to like a point.
Are you saying like you don't do anything going to the event?
No, I do. I try to
because I don't.
I don't. So basically, what I was getting at, bro, before you interrupted me, the only thing I do before I go to any event or any networking event is I make sure I dress nice. That's pretty much the only thing.
That's the thing. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even do that.
I just make sure I dress nice.
I don't even do that,
that's
bro.
That's my prep.
I be doing a plain white tee and some ripped jeans and throwing my Sperry's and call it a day, bro. I don't.
But guess what? You probably look nice in that outfit,
bro. I be freaking. I don't even be ironing my shirt sometimes. I ain't gonna hold you. I gotta do it.
Yo, I can't even lie, bro. The networking event I went to, my mom told me she asked me if I was gonna iron my jeans. I was like, nah, mom, I don't got time for that. And I just walked out the house.
Bro, like sometimes I would just be like, F it. Like I probably could do more prep, but honestly, I haven't. Only thing like maybe I'll do is like depending on like if I want to impress people or not, I may wash my hair the day before, the day of, just like the curls for me on 1,000. But like aside from that, yeah, I don't really do much prep into it. All right, so like let's move on to stage 3, right? So we said yes, we're going to the event.
We
prepped, quote unquote, air quotes, right? We prepped for the event, right? So like now, like we're at the event. What are like you're walking into check-in. Like what are you looking to? You just checked in, you're about to walk into wherever they're hosting the spot, the venue. Like what's your thoughts going through your mind?
So my first thoughts are always, well, it could be because I know you, but also like I feel like, just paying homage to the person who owns it. I mean, not owns it, or running it, the event, is I always would try to go up to the person that's running the event and tell them like, introduce myself to them if I don't know them, or just say what's up, because they're the person who threw this event, and you gotta show some sort of like gratitude to them for putting this on and spending their like time and money on to do this. So that's the first thing I would do. So if we're talking about like networking wise, going out and speaking to people, so if I'm with someone I know, I'm gonna try to break off for them, but I'm gonna stay with them, go to the first person that they talk to them. Then I'm gonna look around the room and see pretty much who do I want to talk to, like who looks interesting to me, who do I want to know. Yeah. And that's pretty much what I do.
Alright, dope. So like for me, I'm thinking of an event. I walk into an event, I'm like, alright, where are all the people I know at? Where is everyone that I know at, and who are they talking to? And so that's immediately where I go. Gotcha. Kick off the event, talking to people I already know and rock with. Break the ice nice and easy. Also, it's easier to look cool in a group.
Way easier, yeah.
If you're already in a group, then people have to break in, and then you can add people to your conversation easier. But like if you're by yourself and everyone's in groups, and you don't know nobody, I'm like, damn.
I'm cooked.
First thing I'm doing is I'm looking for where the food at.
Yeah, I'm going to the food, bro. You're not about to get me, like.
Yo,
Yeah,
I'm looking for the food, and I'm awkwardly pull out my phone and look like somebody's texting me.
I'm like this the whole time. I'm scrolling on the weather app. I'm scrolling up and down.
Bro, sometimes I'll pull out a quick game of chess, bro. A quick game of chess mid-networking event just to like break the ice. But like as I'm like, depending on the event, like as I'm going, I try to get a feel for like who do I feel like I'm being tugged towards, who do I feel like the somehow gravitating towards, and like I try to pay like a lot of attention to like the people that I'm feeling tugged towards, because usually it leads for a dope conversation.
Yeah.
Right, and it's easier throwing events because like when I'm throwing an event, like people are coming to me, or I can easily go to someone and be like, hey, you know, I'm throwing a party, and they probably know that I'm throwing a party or throwing an event. Like, hey, do you want to see how you doing? Checking in, like how you doing? How you feeling? Everything's good. Drinks good. Boom, boom, boom. And then like now, easy conversation starter. Right, I'm just checking in. I'm being a good host, and then boom, enter into the conversation. But if I don't know, I'm going to someone else's event. I don't know no one. I just be like, you know, if you're standing next to someone, like, you gotta pay attention to eye contact, to the non-verbals, bro. If you lock eyes with somebody, like, it's usually a opening to say, like, start a conversation or a good window of time to start a conversation. So it's like, if people aren't looking at you or paying you any mind, and you're in a group, and I hate this part of the most in networking, going up to a group of people I don't know, and saying, hey,
oh
like,
my God.
Hey, you mind if I hop in a conversation? Yeah. And no one ever says no, but like, it just always, I don't want to be that guy that interrupts the conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then like people will be talking, and then they'll be like, oh, what do I do? I'm like, listen, bro, I just came to join in the conversation. I didn't come to take over the conversation.
Or if say if you're in a group of people, or you walk up to the group of people and like they're talking about something, and then you just say like something randomly, like, bro, you should have probably asked before you just blurted into the conversation.
No, 100%. So let me ask you, so when you're connecting with people, what are you looking out for? Like in terms of like red flags, things that make you not want to connect with a person.
So, off rip, if like I introduce myself to you, and you know you shake my hand, but then like immediately you seem disinterested. It's like, okay, I'm disinterested in you too. All right, I'll show you that right back. But like a turnoff would be like if they're like, you know, they don't ask you about yourself, like, because honestly, the point of networking is to learn something about the person that you're talking to, and for them to learn some stuff about you. So if they spend the whole conversation talking about themselves, yeah, I'm gonna have to back away from this conversation.
No, I feel you 100%. Also, so the person who asks the question is in control of the conversation. So if someone's talking the whole time, it means you're in control of the conversation the whole time.
Yeah.
But usually it should be like kind of back and forth a little bit.
It should be like a 55-45 or a 60-40, really.
And so, yeah, so it's like, I would say, I agree and disagree on the point, because like sometimes like someone do be interesting. Like some people like do be interested. Like, hey, take the floor, bro. I'm chilling.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, but if you're not interesting, then it's like, man, shut up.
Yeah, like you're just talking my ear off, like, bro.
I got a load of this guy, bro.
Like, oh, I've heard this spiel before, bro. Like, oh, you're the most interesting person in the room because you know.
I hate someone that be puffing their chest.
It's like, yeah, I flipped 21 houses in the month of April. Like
cool, bro.
Cool.
Like, you make money.
Like,
cool.
Okay.
Like,
I got this Rolex last week. Like,
have you ever met someone like that?
Nah, I haven't met someone like that for real. But like,
people be low key. It's subtle. It's different. Like, people don't be flexing this way they do when they at a party or at a function. Like, they flex a little different. So you gotta peep it. You gotta peep it.
It's way different. Like, you just gotta know. Like, you just gotta peep the signs. Like, if they're trying to like, in like, you know, our terms, if they try to little bro you, like, that's how you know, like.
Yeah, dude, that's one thing. I'm not getting little bro. If I don't look up to you, you can't little bro me.
You can't little bro me, bro.
Like, I don't care if you're more successful. I don't care if you're older. You're not gonna little bro me. And there's like elderly folks that like, they're like, you know, treat you like a, you know, sometimes they make like kid or young adult. Some people feel different. I don't know how you feel. Some people be like that's mad disrespectful. Like even though I'm younger than you, I'm like, I'm a young adult. You know, I'm an adult. I'm legal. I run my business, I do my own thing. Some people, for me personally, when like older folk call me like a kid or something like that, I don't take no offense to it. No. For me personally, like I'd rather be a kid because like, God willing, that means I got way more years than you. So like, so like, I'm never gonna take offense to that, bro.
Yeah, my timer is still going. Yours is coming down.
Yeah, pretty much coming.
Thank you.
It's time is ticking, buddy. So I mean, personally, and sometimes you can see what it is, but a lot of people like. Some people say like, oh no, you're a young adult. People should treat you as such, and yes, I agree to an extent. But also, me personally, I don't mind. That's not like mine. I don't really care about that, bro. But back to what you were saying about people flexing. You're like, you gotta. It's a lot more subtle, a lot more low key. It's not as in your face. It's not like someone flexing in the gym, like you can tell like they're flexing literally. But like someone flexing in business, but like they try to like one up you a little bit, like and, like overly mention their accomplishments.
Yeah, like
accolades.
Like let's for example, like if they go like. You'd be like, oh, I've been in real estate for a year. Last year, how much did you do? I did let's just say I didn't do many deals. I did 3 deals. Oh, well, last year I did 36 deals and they were all over $1 million.
Like, all right, bro. All right. Yeah, it sounds like it's like a competition. See who's doing better than what. Yeah, but so that's why I stopped like going to a lot of these real estate networking events because. Like as an real estate agent networking events.
Yeah, because they all have egos and they all want to prove that they're better than one another.
Not everybody, but a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people. Not all of you guys have egos. Let me not generalize.
Yeah, you're generalizing, but that's ignorant.
But yeah, some real estate agents they do have like egos just way too high. Like
all right. Another red flag is how quickly someone is to hand me their business card.
Oh, bro, my God.
If you hand me your business card within 2 minutes, you're instantly automatically banned for life. I'm never talking.
It's me 5 because I want to have the first conversation. But if you were really interested in me and you really want to still talk to me and you do want to give me your business card, spin back at the end before everybody is leaving or before the party dies down. Spin back because that's like a...
But if you walk into a group and you hand out your business card, you are the worst type of networker.
Yeah.
You are... you are what makes networking bad.
You are the worst networker in the party because first off, they're gonna get that. You're gonna get their card, all right. Especially if it's in the first conversation or the first 2 minutes of the conversation, they're gonna put it in their back pocket. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna sit on it. I probably won't remember that I have it in my back pocket. I'll be like, oh, I have a card in my back pocket. I have a stack like this big of business cards. You're probably going at the bottom. I don't want to talk to you because you didn't want to talk to me. You just were more worried about showing that you're in business or you do a business. Like, bro, you didn't try to learn about me. There's no partnership in with the relationship that you want to build with me. It's more of you just want something out of me. That's why you gave me your business card. And if I can help you get some business, great. If I don't, okay, oh well.
Yeah, no, 100%, bro. I mentioned that in one of my emails leading up to my last event that I just did. I was like, yo, don't be a card spammer, bro. Like, don't be out here freaking rapid fire with your cards, passing them out, bro. That joint is so annoying. Like, nothing makes me look at someone more like at a networking event more disgust than like a card spammer, bro. Like, it's like, bro, that's not how you make connections, bro. Like, it's so transactional, bro. It's disgusting, bro. Like, bro, we're all people at the end of the day. Yeah, we all have businesses. Yeah, we all have, we're all trying to make money and grow and provide for our peoples with our businesses, right? And provide a better lives for ourselves, right? But it's like, we're people at the end of the day. Businessmen or women second. And it's just like, those people, it's just like, bro, I could tell off the jump, like, what you're trying to get out of this relationship. Yeah,
and it's not.
And mind you should be getting business. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you should be getting business. But it's like, there's different ways to go about it, and that's not one of the ways I recommend. Like, that's one of the things I hate. Another thing I hate, bro, is when you're at a networking event, and you mentioned people being disinterested. It's like, especially, like, bro, like, we don't have to have a conversation, bro. Like, we don't have to force a conversation. And also when people can't get a hint, bro, like, like if someone not looking at you, making no eye contact with you, bro, their body language is tilted off center, like it's not tilted towards you, right? You can probably tell,
just
like,
see the door, like just
go
to the next person.
Just say, hey, I'll be back, and don't come back.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's all it is, bro.
Yep.
Like keep pushing. Like for me, so when I'm looking at networking events, I'll be very observant. I'll be pulling up and I'll be on the outskirts of my events and just looking to see who's on their phone, looking through their emails, looking at notifications, not paying attention to when I'm talking, kind of like what you're doing right now. And like,
John always trying to say something about me.
Darren's rude, bro. I want to stop doing podcasts with him, bro. He keeps on looking at his phone mid-podcast interview, bro. Unprofessional guy right here. Super unprofessional. Anyways, this is going on live television, bro. I got you.
What are your reactions?
Bro, I got you in 1080p, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
1080p, bro, not 4K.
I can only apologize to Mr. Stop and Stare himself.
But yeah, so but in a serious note, I'm looking for people like and seeing who. I'm very observant, bro. I'll pull up to an event and like I could be super social, life at a party, but it's like I'm like, all right, how are these people interacting? Who's interacting with who? Who's talking to who? What they talking about? How are they talking? What's it like? What's the dynamic looking like? Because I'm trying to find where my people's at, and like that's the one thing I'm looking for always is like where my people's at, and I always just you go off based off how you feel, man. Like you can know what a good conversation is. Like most of us have been talking since 1 or 2 years old. So like you're probably talking to enough people by now to know what's a good conversation and what isn't. And like when I'm going to these events, towards the end of it, I'm not gonna lie, I be Irish goodbye. I usually stay to the end though.
Yeah,
so
I stay till like the event time, so like.
No, I be staying till like past event time, and then I go to whatever the after party is. If I'm because a lot of events I go to are with my peoples. It's just like to catch up and deepen and strengthen those relationships. It's like I'm not trying to shake everybody's hand at the event. If I meet 2 or 3 solid people, like that's good for me.
Yeah.
And like 2 or 3 solid new people, and then talk to my people. Like that's a solid event for me, bro. What about you? What are you looking to get out of most events?
So most events, I'm looking to, like you said, meet 2 to 3 like new people, but also I'm like if we make a genuine connection and you do like, you want to like, you want to keep following up with me and see what I'm doing. Like I'm big on like just grabbing each other's Instagram, like seeing like, okay, well you got I'm in real estate and you do, let's say you're a mortgage person. Well, follow me on Instagram. Let me see what you do. Let me learn more basically on your end on the mortgage front so that I could go back to like my people and be like, oh, I would use this person because I know that they provide this, this, and this, and this is why I would work with them.
Yeah, 100%. For me, like event follow up is dope. Like you gotta, it's not dope. It's critical. There we go. It's a critical part of making good connections. Sometimes, if someone I'm just really interested in, I may just have them hop on the podcast. Like honestly,
Yeah.
If you're someone that's super interesting, like I'm like yo, let's hop on the pod. Like, boom, let's keep connecting. And if you're not, then I'm probably not gonna follow up with you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Or I'm probably gonna forget to. Or I might just follow up with a cold text, like a random like text I send everybody. And so that's like what I do. But make sure to follow up. There's probably people I could have connected with, but just haven't because I forgot to follow up with. So make sure to follow up. But all in all, that's pretty much like the do's and don'ts. I would say like how you introduce yourself. That'd be like the last thing.
So I haven't done this yet. I'm probably gonna try to do it at the next event. But I heard this one from Ryan Serhant, the man, the myth, the legend himself. He said when you go to an event, if you really want to like, if you want to break the ice, but you also are trying to like get to know somebody that you feel interesting, you should go up to them. And he said that you should say that I'm trying to meet the most interesting person in the room, and I feel like you are it. So let's start. Let's talk. That's kind of how you could like.
Man, you got pickup lines.
That's an icebreaker, but like that you're also giving them a compliment because like you said they're the most interesting. You think they're the most interesting person in the room. They're like, oh, well, okay, let's talk.
Grandmaster is, bro. But be careful if you're a guy saying that to a shorty, bro.
Yeah, nah, they might put you on. You might get a restraining order. You might.
Yeah, they might think you're trying to get with them. Like, bro, that's not even the case, bro. I just got a good line from Brian Serhant, bro, and I'm just using it on everybody, bro. You're not that cool. I use it at every networking event I go to.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm not trying to get with you.
I done told like 10 people they're the most interesting person in this room.
you gotta make everyone feel like they're the only person in the world, bro. That's the key. Like, everyone feel like they're the only person in the world.
And if that line don't work, just move on to the next person. The next person might feel like that line worked.
So how are you introducing yourself? Let's say somebody asks like, hey, who are you? What you do?
So usually I'll just shake their hand. I'll be like, hi, I'm Darren. And then
another key. If someone dap me up at an event, I'm like, alright, you cool. Well, usually, most cases, I'm like, alright, you usually cool. Like,
yeah, there's a difference between a handshake and a dap. Like, if it's a dap, I'd be like, oh, like, I may be able to have a casual conversation with you. If it's like more of a handshake, like, that's when I know, like, you know.
Also, too, like, you feel me, like, alright, you gotta talk about handshakes, bro. We gotta cover that, like, approaching people. Like, if you see someone and they reach out for a hug, when I'm giving out hugs, right, it's one arm above, one arm below.
Yes, you never.
Yeah, 2 arms above
or 2 arms below. 2 arms below is for like
that's a
significant order.
Yeah, that's for your shorty. You on 2 arms below, you trying to grab on something.
Yeah, two arms above, you kind of doing too much.
That's that could be like your shorty or like your best friend or something like that. Like that's mad like intimate hug. Like
yeah, like those two are just a little bit
too much. But yeah,
you could do one like this.
Is it a side hug
or yeah,
one arm, one down?
One arm hug like this, a side hug, or a one arm, one down. Yeah.
Yeah, because 2 hugs down low is like OD. 2 above is like OD.
Yeah.
So that's what like when I'm approaching like girls at a networking event, talking to girls at a networking event, either 1 arm up, 1 arm down, or just a 1 arm hug, right? Because the other 2 options. OD, especially if you're in a relationship, that's definitely OD.
Yeah, that's OD.
And then what Drake say? He said, and I know those type of hugs, saying I do to women when I know I used to like
Drake said a lot of things, bro. I can't remember all the things he said.
Yeah, but how you hug someone says a lot. So be respectful if you have a partner to how you introduce yourself to other people when you're at an event. And then when it's a dude, like if it's someone I don't know, I may try to dap him up. I ain't gonna lie. If you got some color to him, I may try to dap you up off the jump. Like,
if you,
off rip, I may try to.
If you
you know what I mean? But if not, I'll go for a firm hand. And there's nothing wrong with a firm handshake. Like, you feel me?
I'll do it with whoever. It's just like sometimes like if you've been like around them for a while, you could get the vibe, like what type of vibe they're on. Like, but
or like somebody like cool when you got someone coming in to dap you up with the arm out, like the bro hug.
Yeah, because if you and then
you feel me? That's like
because like low key we really locked in. Like, but like if you want the handshake.
Yeah, 100%. I add the second hand. You feel me? I'll shake your hand and add the second hand. Like pleasure meeting you, sir. How you going? So that it says a lot how you introduce yourself. And as I said, if it's someone like if it's a shorty and I shake your hand, it's like, how you doing? Like, and usually like they'll like grab the front part of my hand.
Like I'll never like if it's a female, I'll never I'll be like
for full hand. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Some females be having some like sturdy handshake.
Yeah.
Just like you shake their hand, it's like, oh shoot, like damn, you might squeeze my hand. Oh, hold on, man.
Okay, you know how to do a firm handshake. I got you. Nice.
Sometimes they don't, but I try to when you're going in for a handshake, I try to never be the person that squeezes first. Yeah. Because sometimes you might squeeze too soon, and then you get like the front tips of their finger, and then like, damn, bro, I just got a bad handshake.
Yeah, you messed it up.
There's some people, if you get a bad handshake, bro, it's hard to recover from that, bro. Because you be in your own head afterwards, like, you probably weren't supposed to connect, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
you just gotta take that L.
Yeah, you just gotta take that L and keep pushing, bro. How you introduce yourself really matters. And like for me, if someone asks me how I'm doing, like usually, I talked about this in a video to promote my event last time. So my name is John Mendez, founder of Stop It Media. I help realtors who struggle with social media leverage AI to create content. So it's just who you are, your business, the problem you solve, and who you solve it for.
Gotcha.
Right. That's usually like the quick little solution. It's nice and quick. 2 sentences. Like, bro, my name is John, founder of Stop and Stare Media, and or sometimes I don't even say Stop and Stare Media. I say, hey, my name is John, and I help realtors who struggle with social media, business owners who struggle with social media, leverage AI to create content.
Got you.
And like, I got that. I said that so many times now. It's like it's
the script is in your head.
Automatic, bro. Yeah, the script is ingrained in me. But that's pretty much it for the most part in terms of making the most in events. And this could apply to like a local networking event. This could apply to like a conference. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, networking is networking, and no matter what event you go to, you're probably gonna be meeting other people, and so this all applies. And so I would say definitely make sure to take notes. Make sure to think about like how you want to approach people, how you want people to approach you, how the type of impact like you want to. With the same way you're trying to hook people in with your content, bro, you're trying to hook people in to make them seem like interested in you. And I wonder, here's a bonus tip. We'll leave you guys with this. And if you got a bonus tip, let me know.
Nah.
No? So I'll leave you guys with this, right? Look into storytelling. Become a good storyteller, bro. If you could tell a good story, bro, you're going to have people captivated at every event. You're going to be the person that everyone wants to talk to, the person that everyone gravitate towards, the person that everyone want to hear from, the person that has the group circled around them, right? When you know how to tell a good story. But also know when to push it back onto other people, because like if you just talk about yourself the whole time, people don't talk about themselves. Like then it's just one-sided. Back to what Darren saying, someone just ego freaking just only talking about themselves the whole time, then you seem disinterested in the other person, which is kind of like rude. And you may be, but like you don't want to appear as rude. If you're not just disinterested, just don't talk to the person. That way you don't seem like you're faking it or you're rude or anything. But I would definitely recommend learning about storytelling, because that's gonna help you just have better conversations, help you in like just be more interesting, more captivating, so it's easier to connect with people. So that's all for this episode. In the next one, I don't know what we're going to talk about, but we're going to find something to talk about. So stay tuned for the next episode.
Definitely.